I assume it had been a glamorous place in its prime. Maybe back in the 30s? But nothing stays as it should. I volunteered to do what you would call assistant directing, but really, I did whatever needed to be done. After 2 years of unpaid dedication, the company agreed to put on my play I had been working on since college, a passion project, if you will.
Hey, kid, on stage, let's go.
Sorry.
By the way, did you get my edits?
I really appreciate your creativity.
Don Hammond, the serious artist type. Dropped out of college to make real art. Directed black box plays when he could. DJ'd on the weekends.
They'll understand that I wasn't chasing illusion.
Howard Turner, part-time leading man, full-time high school chemistry teacher. Our Thomas Edison. He was the only man who auditioned.
A failure. I am not a failure!
Howard,
Don, Joseph, good to see you.
please face the audience when you're rehearsing.
I'll do it when we perform, okay? Right now, I'm just trying to get these lines
you
in
need
my
to take
head.
this seriously.
The audience is going to be, I know where they
And Janine Richardson, our Mary Stilwell, a true talent. She taught drama at the local university.
Joseph's written some beautiful words.
The introductory classes.
I can make use of. I can't
4 nights a week for 6 weeks, we rehearsed. By all accounts, Edison was as much a monster as he was a genius. Even his wife Mary described him as filthy and grotesque.
surrounded by ghosts of things I never made time to understand.
Yet, they managed to fall in love.
It was always you, my Mary, as it will always be.
Mary died of typhoid fever in the summer of 1884, leaving Edison hysterical in his grief.
Oh no! Stop! Why, God?
Stop, Howard.
Why was
Wait,
he
with this
doing a
ad-libbing
great job?
And just follow the script. It will get the intention across the audience.
You've told me many times to face the audience. I'm trying to get them to face the facts of who their acts are.
I met with the actors separately on the weekends with the intention of going over lines. But since Howard insisted we meet at his favorite tavern, we rarely did. I wasn't much of a drinker, but drinking with Howard made me feel older, at least until he'd call me Joey.
Sazerac, please. I'm telling you, kid, marriages, they never work out. It's all too messy and emotional. You know, my ex-wife says she misses me. But I gotta tell you, her aim is surely getting better. Yeah, would not do it again, but man, isn't a trip being married again, you know, on the stage. You should write in a nude scene for us, spice things up, expand Janine's role, huh?
Nobody wants to see that.
Hell, I want to see it. And I bet you want to see it too. Come on, kid. You know you like the mysterious divorcee act she's got going on.
Divorcee?
Oh, yeah. She doesn't talk about it much, but her ex was this guy named Ray Labatt, used to teach in the classroom next to mine. Stole a whole bunch of money from the district and bought himself a Cadillac. They nailed him for embezzlement 3 months later. Hefty scandal.
I mean, makes sense why she'd want to keep that to herself.
I think that's why she doesn't talk to me off stage. You notice that? I think it's because when she sees me, she sees him.
Oh, really?
Well, that said, I think Edison would approve of a nude scene for Janine. She is playing his wife after all.
Fuck off.
All right. Let's take a look at this shit.
Janine and I went over lines more often than not, but sometimes we'd sit there for an hour or so before we did.
So, substitute teacher. You must love kids.
They're all right. I mostly teach in high school, so.
Still, kids give me the heebie-jeebies. You ever scared for your life? Did they teach you all the lockdown procedures in case some basket case brings a gun to school?
I'm not scared. I'm a little nervous for the next generation, but how about you?
College is different most of the time.
They develop beyond the dumb gorilla stage at that point.
Oh, please don't. Talking like that is so ugly. Especially coming from you. It's not their fault. It's their parents. Fighting and drinking and hitting each other. They can't escape what's at home. See, I can talk like that because I'm an old woman. Unlike Mrs. Edison here. Poor thing.
At least she died in love.
At least.
Surrounded by ghosts of the things I never made.
Not
the
much is
path
recorded about how
understand.
Edison and Mary got along. Just fragments. Like how he taught Morse code so they could talk in secret. I imagine how Edison's gnarly fingers tapped the back of her dainty hands.
I don't
That
care
detail
what
made it all
takes.
seem so endearing.
Or what Tesla has to say about it, that Serbian pigeon fucker.
Howard.
If every time.
Howard.
What?
Howard. Please stay on script. Do I have to fucking beg you?
I am making an acting choice.
An acting choice.
We're
This
not
is-
trying to
this is
educate
art.
these people. Yeah, okay, art is
No,
fine.
no.
But if you don't have art
Listen.
plus entertainment,
Okay.
what are we
It's
doing?
gonna be family and kids
look,
out there.
yeah,
Fun?
this
This is
how
real.
Edison is.
Seriously. No.
We should really give them a stand-up special. Since practice today has been a bust, would you want to go over lines after?
Yeah, sure thing.
As soon as she stepped into my apartment, it felt like she was in my brain. Poking around to distract herself from the fact she couldn't smoke. I was worried if she looked too close, she'd see a lack of wrinkles and puppy dog eyes and find out I was just a kid with a juvenile crush. It terrified me. I loved every second of it.
So, Howard told me that.
Well, he was handsome. Stayed handsome for a while, too. But it's really a shame I invested so much in him. Then again, how was I supposed to know he'd end up a criminal?
Howard told me he bought a Cadillac.
Oh, did he? Well, you can tell him it was a vintage Lincoln. You know, I've always believed this superstition about dying on stage. I know it sounds stupid, but it's bad luck. Manifests it. Solidifies it.
Ironic considering you're playing a dead woman. Janine, she died.
I know she died, but gosh, this is so unprofessional.
We open in a week.
I know, but I want something more for Mary. I can't believe that her whole life can be summed up by how her death affected Edison. There has to be more.
Then
There will be more.
What, really?
I'll think of something. I promise. For Mary.
For Mary.
Dress rehearsals came and left, often with Don's head in his hands every night. Howard's charm was beginning to wear us all thin. My fever worsens, Thomas. We must make plans for the children.
But of course, my dear, I think we should sell them. $20 each.
Howard, please.
What? I'm just embellishing. You're the only one who can embellish now? Or does Janine get special privileges? What, you think if you got a shot if you write something special for her? Come on, Joey, don't waste your time.
Howard, listen. We open in a week. So let's just do this and then we can...
Guys like us are not special. Trust me, kid, I'm saving you a heartache. You don't want to waste your youth looking for something that's not there. You'll see. You'll see. Poor kid's all balls and no brains. Just like his old pal Howard.
I should have stayed in college. It's where I get taken seriously. It's where we get out doing shit shows like this. My wife's having a baby, you know? Did I tell you that? Yeah, a whole fucking baby. Fuck! I'm gonna need another job. Fuck. We're on in 5. Doors open in 5, people. Everyone backstage now.
Opening night usually got me excited. Not this time. This time, I told the ushers to keep the doors open so any walkouts wouldn't be so obvious.
They call me a madman, a fool for what I believe in. They say, how can a man capture light in a bulb or make voices leap across wires? They scoff. But I know. I know the world is on the brink of something extraordinary. And I am holding that spark.
Howard managed to pull it off.
Ready to ignite.
Somehow making Edison crasser, but it worked in his favor.
How their dark streets fill with light, how their silences fill with sound.
And Janine. Something clicked.
I wanted so much more time. But with this transition, I must make my own peace, knowing my hand held yours through dark nights, that my heart quieted yours, my brilliant Thomas.
It was transcendent. She embodied Mary. Janine seemed to disappear when the curtain fell on closing night. Someone told me recently she had left for Boston not long after. The last time I saw her was when she left out the back. I want to say I saw her wipe a tear away as she left, but I'll never know for sure. I got an article written about the play in the local paper. The headline had the word "fine" in it. Howard kept that article on his fridge until his liver gave out. I do think Edison and Mary loved each other. One way or another. But sometimes, I wonder if Mary would have wept like Edison if he had been the one to die first.